Thank you everyone for supporting my channel. I'm TheCompsGuy. Today we're going to go over the top 10 luxury hotels on the Strip. So if you're into this content, please like and subscribe and share my videos, especially if you think this will help. So I'm going to start with some honorable mentions. Red Rock, Green Valley Ranch, Trump Hotel, and M Resort. They're all off the Strip. They're all close to luxury, if not luxury. Hotels. They are all pretty nice hotels, but they're off the Strip, and that's why they didn't make the list. So this is going to go from 10 being I recommend to basically 1 being highly recommend. Like if you have the money, always stay there. Mandalay Bay comes in at Mandalay Bay and Delano. Basically because it's the same property for the most part. Right now, the average prices are $71 without resort fees. You could always stay at Mandalay Bay through My Vegas, so you just pay resort fees. So yeah, that's what that one is. They have a great pool, great food places. They have the foundation at the top of Mandalay Bay, which has really nice views of the Strip. The Shark Reef. They have a ton of stuff there. They also have kind of like a mall thing you can walk through with some shops. And at $71, these are entry level room prices. Like your basic queen or king. Also, with the Mandalay Bay, like I said, you could do My Vegas stuff, but it is off the Strip, so that's one thing to keep in mind. It's at the very south end of the Strip. As you can see, it's way down by Luxor. Not that it's off the Strip, but it's the furthest one to being off the Strip on the south side. So make sure if you're going to walk around, you bring shoes. But at $71, that's a great one. These prices also are taken off TripAdvisor, and they just basically group together a bunch of websites, and then they either do an average or a range. So number 9 is MGM Signature. From 75 to 100. MGM Signature is basically like a suite type hotel where you're basically renting out what looks like as an apartment. It's basically a studio, 1 room, 2 room. You have access. There's no casino at the bottom, but you have access to a pool on site. It's not a huge pool, but you also have access to MGM Grand, their Lazy River, their big pools. It's nice. You get good views. It's right next to MGM Grand, as you can see. I like it. It's a nice hotel. It's sort of off the Strip, but not really. You're still somewhat secluded, but you can be right back on the Strip within a minute or so by just walking. So MGM Signature, that's 9 on my list. Number 8 is Bellagio. It's $90 to $140. In all honesty, you could get it for a comped rate through My Vegas. Comped rate I think is worth it, but just make sure you don't get stuck on one of these floors where you basically are on a My Vegas floor, and try to push for a complimentary upgrade if you're able to, just because I think the basic rooms really need to be updated. It's a nice hotel. It belongs on this list, but it doesn't belong high up on this list in my opinion. But it is still a nice hotel. You have the fountains, really nice restaurants. You have stores to shop in. The pool's nice. They have good food. They have a pretty big casino. They have the fine art gallery. They also have basically where you can walk through and see these cool little things that are made out of like flowers. They're not little, but they're big, like flower displays, but they don't look like flowers. Almost like, you know how like you can watch like the Rose Parade and everything's made out of flowers? It's almost kind of like that. They have also like a candy store that's really good. And then it's right center Strip pretty much. Bellagio is a nice hotel. It's just a bit pricey, and I thought it was a bit outdated. Number 7 on the list, Wynn Encore. Wynn Encore, the range was between 125 and 275. No, honestly, I think that's a bit high. I would say it's probably somewhere high 100s to 200 probably right now. It's a very nice hotel. I still have some sour grapes because the app was they had an app like My Vegas that was out earlier this year, late last year, and they switched it. They did the old switcheroo where people would start paying and playing, and then they got so far into it, they were like, oh, well, I guess we should, change it so people just can't get a free room for free. So they basically made it pay to stay. And if that's the case, might as well stay. What their problem was, they had a fully comped room, in the sense of no resort fees. You don't have to pay for parking, as well as the rate. But if you're gonna have to pay, $700-800, then yeah, that's why they can do that. But it is a nice hotel. I do recommend it. The property is beautiful. Number 6, the Palazzo. Is it Palazzo? Palazzo Venetian. It is a beautiful property. And at 131, I would take that any day. It's very beautiful. It reminds me of that classical, that really like classical, elegant, like Italian, kind of vibe to it. They have lots of shops. They have a decent to good buffet. You can walk around the shops inside. There's really a lot there. Pool's nice. It's upscale. I would say it's a more luxury version of Bellagio. So that is that. I'm pretty excited about it. Number 5 on the list is honestly going to be probably one of the more controversial ones, because I don't know how many people know about it, and the ones who do will be like, well, why wouldn't you put that here? Why wouldn't you move something up or below, So this one is Hilton Grand Vacations. It's $85 to $125. No, these are also our entry-level rooms, because Hilton Grand Vacations, they have like a room that's like $1,000 a night that has like 3 bedrooms and multiple TV. Like, it's a suite. A lot of these hotels also have rooms like that where it's like a straight-up penthouse, but you're spending like $1,000 a night. An entry-level room is basically, it is very nice, but it's it's like a bedroom with a TV, I think a fridge. I mean, it is nice. It's meant for vacation. It's meant for staying on property. They're meant to be sold kind of as timeshares and condos, but you can get it outside of having to go to a presentation. Also, if you have like a credit card or a Hilton card, you get the points for it. That's also another reason why. You could also use Hilton points on it. I would probably advise against it, just because there's better properties. Unless you are planning on this being your yearly big trip, then I might use it. But that's a whole nother video I'll get into. $85 to $125. 4 is Caesar's Palace. No surprise. I've, in the last few videos, been talking up Caesar's Palace. I've been really, really, how do I say this nicely? I really, really enjoyed it. Much more than Bellagio. It's definitely like an elite hotel in a sense of customer service, the shops, the food. This is by far the best hotel in the Caesars franchise. But also, like the Caesar franchise, it's like Caesar's Palace and a whole bunch of stuff thrown together. But I would recommend this highly, highly, especially if you have the money to stay. Their pool is beautiful, and you also have the video that's coming out next week where I'll explain it more in depth. Number 3 is Vadara. $100 is the average entry level room, which it would be basically a corner suite, which you can get for like $50 right now because they have comps out. Vadara is really nice. You get really nice views of the whole strip, either front or back. They have a nice deck pool. It's saltwater. They also don't have a casino at the bottom, which I like generally. To me it doesn't bother me, but my wife is very sensitive to smoke, so if there's an option for staying without a casino and then you just walk down and I could still access the casino, I'm all for that. It's very nice. I've stayed multiple times here. That's also probably the reason why it's 3 on the list. They've always been more than great with customer service or anything I've ever needed. I remember when we went out there for me, my wife, my friend, and my sister-in-law. We went out to Vegas for my wife's 21st birthday, which was a long time ago. We all went out there, and we requested, like silverware and all these different things, because they're basically like suite type rooms with fridges and stoves and a whole bunch of stuff. And they brought it up within like 5 minutes. So we went to the store on the way in, and then we got drinks and food. We just hung out in the room and watched TV, went down to the casino at night. It was just kind of fun. I enjoyed it. And I highly recommend it. Where did it go? Oh, right here. Aria, a 75 to 125. The font changed itself. This was all like white font. I don't know why it changed it when I sent it over, but I kind of don't care. 75 to 125. Aria is a very nice hotel. It deserves to be top 3, no doubt, almost on anyone's list. It's basically like Vadara on steroids. They have multiple theaters, theaters/concert halls. They have a nice pool area, as well as some restaurants. They have the casino downstairs. It's very nice. They have the views. I highly recommend this one. And it's just about the same price. This is the front of it, as you can see. By far one of my favorite hotels on the Strip. The number one, without a doubt, is Cosmopolitan. This also is a Cosmopolitan from the Bellagio view. So this basically is the Bellagio fountain. And they took a picture of it. And I feel like Cosmo is probably the best hotel on the whole Strip. The price is $180 to $220. Very, very pricey. It is by far one of the nice. They have multiple concert halls and nice pool and clubs, and they have everything you need basically on site. Then you can shop at Crystals. It's all kind of within the same area. You can walk to Bellagio if you want. You can walk down the Strip. So there is a lot to do at these hotels, and you feel like you're a king or a queen when you're at them. They make you feel very valued. And that was one thing I kind of felt that went by the wayside when we were at Bellagio. That I just felt like, oh, you're my Vegas player. Let's put you on this room. Let's put you in this room. And then I kind of was like it was preference. I mean, if I was going to stay at another hotel, I would much rather would have stayed at Caesars again, or went to Vadara, Aria, any of the other ones. It doesn't upset me because I wanted to go there, but Cosmo, definitely do it if you have the money. I find it hard that this wouldn't be on anyone's top 3 or even top 5. I know we've all stayed at different hotels, but if you stay at this hotel, I'd find it hard that you wouldn't have enjoyed your experience. So once again, thank you. Have a nice day, and this is the Comps.